Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Eek Acres. Man, it is beautiful out today. 92 degrees, can you believe it? Seems like it was just yesterday, it was only in the 40s. Love this weather. And I'm sure glad that I got the property all tidied up and mowed and everything when I did. I did all the trimming and everything, and if I gotta say so myself, it looks really nice around here. Because the realtor called and they showed the house. We didn't even know there was going to be a showing, so I got it all done just in time. Everything looks really nice. I was originally thinking about putting an English garden in right here where all these flocks are and the bird house and everything. And the birds been using that birdhouse, by the way. And I thought this would be a nice place to lay like a stone patio and add some other flowers to it and just have a nice English garden there for reading. Sitting on a park bench, and really nice. Boy, I wish you guys could smell the fragrance in the air from these locusts that are blooming. The smell of these is just amazing. It's very sweet. Look at that, how beautiful those are, and they smell so good. All the trees are just loaded with them, and with the breeze blowing, oh, it's a great smell. Let me tell you what, if you've never smelled the blooms of a locust, you are truly missing out, especially right here in this spot, because of this tree that's fully loaded, and this one here, and then the ones here behind me standing right here. The smell is just incredible. I called my surgeon's office back again today, and I finally got through, and I talked to a different person, and I told him that I am still heavily urinating blood and blood clots, and that they're getting bigger and more of them, and it's getting harder and harder to pass them. It's almost to the point to where I can't expel them. They're just too big. And I've been losing so much blood. When I talked to someone weeks ago at the office and they said that was normal, I told them what they told me, and they said, oh no, that's not normal. They said that is anything from normal. And they said, can you get down to the hospital today as soon as possible? And I says, yeah, why? And they says, because we're putting in some blood work orders. We want to make sure you're not getting anemic, and then they're going to test me for other things. And then they're going to call me back with the verdict as far as what they want me to do. But every day, you guys, every day I've been losing scary amounts of blood, and it just doesn't stop from the time I wake up to the time I go to bed. And it's making me feel dizzy. It makes me feel very weak, and it makes me extremely tired, and now it's been giving me headaches. So they said, don't drive, have someone drive you. So Bridget drove me down to the hospital, to the lab, and I had blood work done, and they did several panels that they're going to be checking. And I know a lot of you guys have said in the comments beneath other videos where I've talked about this, saying that it could be a UI, it could be kidney stones. It's not, you guys. I've been tested for that stuff. That's been ruled out. And when you have a urinary tract infection, typically you run a fever, you have other symptoms with it, which I don't have any. And with stones, you have symptoms with that, mainly a lot of lower back pain. I don't have any symptoms of that. The only thing that's doing it is the cancer. It's the cancer. And I think this time it's the prostate, because I've been having a lot of shooting pains in that area. I've been having shooting pains in my abdomen and all the way down into my groin. Just lightning sharp pain, like I'm being stabbed with a very sharp dagger. So they're going to get to the bottom of it. And because this doctor told me, he says, if there's anything that you're not happy with my service and my care and my expertise, he says, please, I ask that you tell me. And he says, and I will correct it immediately, because he doesn't want me going anywhere else, because he knows I left Roswell because of how I was treated out there, and I didn't get no answers and everything. This guy promises me that he will get to the bottom of everything, and he promises me that I will have the best care possible, and I believe him. He's a super great guy, you guys. I mean, he takes his job serious. So I am in good hands. I just got to find out why this is going on, because, man, I had my kidney removed back in February, and this shouldn't be going on. after all this time. And I have to go to the bathroom often. It's like every half an hour, and every time I go to the bathroom, you guys, I'm just losing more and more blood. And it makes me very tired, very weak. And I'll lay down and I'll fall asleep, and I'm not one that likes to take naps. I like to be active. I like to be out doing things, getting stuff done. But I've just been so exhausted and just out of energy that I just haven't been getting anything done other than just the mowing, and the push mowing just exhausts me to no end. And it seems like if I do any straining or any lifting, it intensifies it. It makes it so much worse, way worse. So I've been avoiding that as well. It's not getting any better, and it just literally is taking the life out of me. I mean, it's everything I can do just to get through a day anymore. My goal is, you guys, is to get this property, or should I say, maintain this property as well as I can to make it look as nice as I can. So when it's shown, it has a better probability of selling. I want to make sure that it's kept up and looking really nice, because I want to be able to get Bridget back to Iowa. That is my goal. Because if anything happened to me, I don't want her to be here in New York alone, as I said before. And it's very important that I achieve this while I'm still alive. But I sometimes wonder if we're going to make it out there, because the things with my health, you guys, is definitely ramping up and getting worse. It's getting worse. Whatever the hell's going on, it's getting worse. And, you know, you guys, I just sometimes wonder, but I'm not worried too much about it, because I'm not afraid to face whatever could possibly happen. I'm not afraid to die. I just want Bridget to be taken care of. And no, I don't want to personally move to Iowa. I don't care for the way that state looks. There's not really anything about the state I like. I would be doing it for Bridget, for my wife. Selflessly giving up everything I know and do here in New York and going to Iowa so she can be happy with her, be around her kids and her elderly mother who lives alone and is still alive, that she needs to look after, and her grandkids. I would move to Iowa so she could be happy, because I don't know what's going to happen to me with my health and how long I'll even live with this cancer that just seems to keep spreading in my body, and they can't get ahead of it. But you know, you guys, I'm only living for Bridget. It's the only thing I'm living for. Outside of that, if it wasn't for her, I'd be giving up right now, because the way that this world is getting and where everything is headed, I really don't want to be around for the future. I mean, on top of all the things, all the bad things that you hear about every day, and everything always getting worse and worse, the one thing that I heard that just really kind of like sent me over the top was the fact that they're making these stupid smartphones obsolete here in the near future, coming soon. That they're gonna, all these cell phone producers are gonna stop manufacturing them, because now they're gonna be going to a thing called smart skin, where they're gonna incorporate the technology right underneath your skin. Boy, if that don't sound like something like Mark of the Beast, I don't know what does. But with the way the world's getting today, I really don't want to be around for the future. So it actually might be a blessing that I have cancer, because Bridget will have her family out in Iowa. She will be totally fine. She would get by okay without me, no problem. And it's not being selfish, it's just that she agrees with me. I mean, she told me that if she was in the boat that I'm in, that she wouldn't want to have any more procedures and have them take any more parts out of me. She wouldn't want to go through that either, so she fully understands. She says, I would do the same thing that you're doing. So, you know, if this is something that takes my life, which I'm pretty sure it will, I'm okay with that, and so is she. I mean, she would miss me, but she would carry on without me. You know, it's not going to make that big of a difference. I just don't want to be around for the bullshit that's coming when they talk about smart skin and all this AI taking over everything and going to digital currency and all this crap. It just sounds like they're making life worse and worse and worse. Every time they come out with a freaking idea, they just make our hell on earth even worse. Bunch of dipshits. So all I'm doing now is waiting on the update from the doctor's office once they get the blood work back, and see what they think, and what he thinks my next step should be and what I should do, or if I'm still going to have to wait until the 3rd week of July, because those tests are already scheduled. They were scheduled back in April when I saw Dr. Cooper, and that's for the CAT scan and more panels of blood work of 5 more tests, 6 counting the CAT scan, to get that done the 3rd week of July. So we'll see what happens, but it's definitely getting worse. I still don't feel good. I don't feel well. I don't feel normal. And it's very, very rough for me to get through a day anymore, you guys. And it's getting to where I want to do less and less and less. And I told Bridget, if we do make it to Iowa, that I don't even think I'm going to mow grass anymore. We're just going to have to find someone else to do it. I'm just not interested in doing it anymore, you guys, because the way I feel, my energy is absolutely gone. It's absolutely gone. This, whatever's going on with me, is just draining me. And then because of the blood loss, I feel like I'm going to pass out. I get dizzy, I get headaches, and I just want to go to bed and just sleep. That's all I want to do. I just want to sleep. And who wants to be asleep on a beautiful day like this? I surely don't. So I fight it. And I just tell myself, no, you're not laying down. You're not going to go to sleep on a beautiful day. If it was rainy and shitty out, I'd have no problem going to bed, because I just wouldn't want to deal with it anyway. I would go to bed. But when I got to wait frickin' 10 months out of a year to have a day like this, you can bet your ass I'm not going to sleep through it. I wait a long time for it to be in the 90s and be beautiful like this, and I'm going to be awake for every minute of it. So anyway, that's the update, you guys. I got more flashlight reviews coming, and the funny thing is, Olight, the company I'm reviewing the lights for, the person that I deal with these reviews for these flashlights, she's the one that sends them to me. She's the one that sends me the links and everything. Ever since these lights been sent to me, I have sent the reviews. I've asked for the links because she didn't send the links. There's been no answer. I wonder if the factory in China closed down because of these tariffs. Maybe they got all laid off. There's no response back from Olight. So all I can do is just review the lights, leave the links to the website, because she didn't provide the links, because I don't know if she wants me to provide them from Amazon for the website or what. All I can do is just guess and leave a link, and that's it, because there's been absolutely no word from them at all. So I guess the plant closed and they laid everybody off. I don't know. I haven't heard a thing. But I'm going to still review the lights and just leave the website link down below for each light I review, and that's it, because what else can I do? Haven't heard a thing from them. So something's going on. Anyway, you guys, that's the update. Thanks for watching, and I'll have more content coming soon. Bye-bye.